Welcome back to the 245 podcast, which is the number of listens that is going to increase every episode that we put out, because I think my students found out about the podcast.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried.
It's been leaked. It's been leaked.
I knew they would. I knew they would at some point.
How did that happen?
I don't know how it happened. And like, people aren't telling me stuff, but somebody was like, "Oh, the students found out."
Dude, like the next
about
generation just has that knack of just
They
finding
do.
out. It's like the same thing with Evan and his kids.
Oh, I know how that happened.
Oh, you do?
Did I ever tell you guys how that happened?
No.
So, for context for those who don't know, Evan's 8th graders, I think he told us on the podcast.
Yeah,
But
he
if you
said
don't-
his middle school team.
If you don't remember, his middle school basketball team started playing responsible at a practice.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then at a basketball game at Vail that me and Mitch went to, I randomly heard like behind me, but I wasn't sure about it at first. Someone say like, "Is that Micah?" And then like 2 minutes later, this kid comes up to me. I don't know if you were right next to me or not, but they start playing responsible. And then I realize, and I had the realization in that moment that it's kids in my sister's 8th grade class.
Oh.
And she told them about my YouTube channel.
She brags about you.
She told them about my YouTube channel one day, and then they went and watched a bunch of videos, and they found responsible. And then they were like, "Yo, that's Evan." And then
That's crazy.
yeah,
These Gen Zers, they're wild with that technology.
Crazy.
I know, couldn't be us.
Crazy
There's
how
no
they can
place
go to
to hide.
YouTube and like watch videos. Wild.
Josh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Isn't it wild?
Couldn't
Yeah.
do that back in our day.
No, we couldn't do
No.
that.
Maybe they just
absolutely
looked
not.
up like Joey Ritzma on YouTube and
They did facial
or
recognition.
Spotify and
Maybe it was, maybe it was through YouTube they found you. I thought that I knew it was going to happen eventually. I thought it would take them a while just because like so much of it's on like Spotify, and who would look up somebody on Spotify? But now that I think about it, YouTube, they would look up YouTube.
or Instagram.
Maybe? No, my Instagram's private and there's nothing other
Well,
than
if you look
245
up
on there.
like Joey Ritzma, the 245 podcast like comes up as
On
one of the
Google?
first search results. Yeah.
Whoa.
Are you serious?
So they Google you.
I'm
They're
not.
trying to find some stuff on this guy. Like,
They're trying to find some dirt. To be fair, though, I have been very careful about what I've said on the podcast because I knew this moment would happen eventually. So
So
There's
you were
no dirt.
prepared.
From episode 1, he knew.
yeah, I knew.
so this is what happens when you search up Joey Ritzma on Google. This is the first 4 results: LinkedIn, Joey Ritzma and Ava Whitcomb's wedding website,
Oh, nice.
Meet the Crew 245 podcast, and then Minnesota Baseball Hub 2021 regular and postseason roster number 7,
Oh,
Joey
yeah.
Ritzma.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's a throwback. I
That's
just looked
cool.
up Joshua Cruz. Last link, Apple Podcast is 245 Podcast. So, like, we're all out. I think, are we all out there?
Huh?
Are we all out there? Like,
guys, I think we made it. I mean,
are we all
the
linked?
new Google.
There's some athlete named Micah Clark that always comes up.
There you go.
Well, every time I try and look at myself up,
Yeah,
I get Michelle
Basketball
Pfeiffer,
player.
that white gold. Yeah, still happens.
Yeah, it's all about the athlete.
Oh, hey.
Mine's just not loading.
Second picture, it's me on the soccer team.
Wait, let me see that. Oh my word. Northwestern.
The Northwestern freaking profile photo.
Oh, that's tough. Oh boy. Wait, can I see that?
Yeah.
Oof.
We won't. We don't
Oh,
need to
no.
talk about it, but I just
Uh,
scrolled down a little bit more on Joey's search. Yeah. Anyways, all of us are here. I'm
there's
here.
Mr. Cruz.
Mitch is here. Joey's here. Josh is on the phone. Evan, not here.
Probably won't be here by the time this is over.
Probably not.
I mean,
He said
could
halfway,
join.
but then he said 9:20,
9:10, 20.
and we're starting at like 8:20, 8:30.
So unless we get some on some really deep rabbit holes and some crazy tangents, I don't know if that's happening. But we could, because the slate for today's episode is kind of wild.
Oh, we got
It's
we
gonna
got some
be-
stuff to
It's
talk
gonna be
about.
entertaining.
Yeah. Should we just?
Of
I'll,
course.
I'll get my stuff out of the way first
Okay.
because it's not that important. First one.
Well, it is important.
Yeah, me and Mitch have decided to go all in on Wii Golf.
Yes.
I've just been contemplating life
All their investments.
and like what
The stock's low right now.
We're gonna pump and dump Wii Sports Resorts.
Okay, I had
anyway.
never heard that phrase, and then I listened to the spring break one, and like you talked about pumping and dumping like 8 separate times. I'm like, guys,
Josh,
why
that was
are
the
we
first
just
time you've
talking
heard-
about like schemes and
I don't
fraud?
know. We just got talking
It's
about
not fraud. It's perfectly legal. I can invest in a stock and then
Yeah.
sell it whenever I want. Are you kidding me?
It just happens to be right away.
Students, don't do that. Okay.
Make
Turns out it's
wise
not
financial
actually
decisions.
perfectly legal.
Just kidding. It's very illegal. anyways.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get married in a few months. Like what do I want to go out with a bang,
Congrats. living
the non-married life with the boys in the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what better way to do it than invest a lot of time and energy into Wii Sports Golf. So what
Resort.
I am doing is making like a database of each hole.
Is this a spreadsheet?
No, it's a Notion thing.
Even
of
better.
each hole in Wii Sports Golf, and then like each shot that you take. So each shot that you take will be like its own thing, and then I'll enter in like the wind direction, the speed, the power of the hit, and like where it landed
And the club.
and the club. So then you can like try to dial it in until we get 21 under.
Yeah.
That's our goal. 21
That's-
under in
yeah.
18 holes.
Why?
Because it's such a bachelor thing to do.
Bachelor's Paradise.
Yeah, like living in the house with the boys. What are you doing? You're doing Wii Golf.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
We are
Because
perfecting
once
Wii
I get
Golf.
married, I don't have time or energy to do that. But now I do. So we're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll have boys' nights.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
sell boys nights. But
You
like
know what
I
you're
can't. I need like 3 weeks of focus on this to get there.
I feel
So-
like you can't get there in 3 weeks, but good luck.
Well, Mitch is already at 20 under.
I'm already at 20 under.
So I feel pretty good.
3 times.
Well, are you
So-
trying to get Mitch to 20 under or yourself?
One of us to do it.
One of us has got to
And
do
I've done
21 under.
15 under. And that was like my 3rd time playing ever. So I'm feeling pretty good.
But like, have you gotten close to 15 under again?
No.
Okay.
Well,
so
yeah, I think I've got like 10 under.
So it's
before.
just lucky.
Okay, Josh.
It was definitely lucky. He
Happy bubble, Josh.
he quote unquote figured it out one
Yeah.
day.
I did. It was locked.
I understand it now.
You've been playing for like months, and your best is 9
I'm
under.
stuck at -9.
Yeah. So don't talk to me, bro.
Yeah, we should really have a showdown between Joey and Micah. See who can push each other higher.
Well, we'll do that tonight.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we will. I think we will. Anyways, that's one of my projects. So
Yeah.
I'll give updates to what we're at.
Yep.
For Wii Golf. The other thing is, so this is back to people finding my podcast.
Uh-oh.
So with my students,
Your podcast.
there's another.
This is our
It's our
podcast. This is a
podcast.
socialist podcast. Just kidding.
with Maplewood students, there's another ministry that was started by the previous church. It's called Anchored Ministries, and they bring students on Saturdays, and then they bring students on Wednesday nights. So I'm pretty close with the people that like oversee the ministry, and their name is Amy and Kelly, and they're sisters, and they kind of oversee it. And I got a text from them saying, one, they found the podcast and they've been listening. But this is where it gets absolutely wild. So Kelly said, also, I've been to Cancun 3-4 times, going again tomorrow, and have stayed in a different resort each time. And if you don't remember,
Oh
the
yeah.
last time I was roasting people. It was the first episode she listened to. And I was just
There's no way.
roasting. And so I said some other stuff, but they said, I really hope you're joking. And then Kelly said, not joking, exclamation point. You got to try out new places on all the new restaurants and whatnot. Plus, new resorts are built all the time. And then I said, so I can't tell if she's joking. So I think you're joking. So I'm saying this. I think you're joking, but I can't tell for sure. So if you are joking, that's not cool at all. If you're not joking, I'm sorry I bullied you. And she said, I really have gone several times and stayed at different places. Promise. No joke. Mostly because of the cost. But I get your point too. I have enough self-confidence in my travel decision making.
Wow.
And I'm like, that.
So does she just find like cheap deals on like different resorts
Well,
that she
Cancun-
hasn't been to?
Cancun is not super expensive to go to if you're looking for honeymoon spots. But
Mhm.
it was just wild. Like, what
Yeah.
are the odds that last podcast I roasted people
Yeah.
that go to Cancun multiple times and go to different resorts? And then Kelly's like, oh, by the way, I've done that. I'm like, oh, this is why I got to be more careful what I say on the pod.
He's not fully PR trained.
Yeah, not quite yet. Anyway, those are my two things.
So what you're saying is to get people to listen to our podcast, we need to manifest it by roasting them. I guess so.
Yeah,
Wait, did you guys hear that?
I did hear that.
I heard it.
I did not.
We have...
It's an early mail tone.
I know. I can't control it. We have an email. First of all, somehow I'm always the first person to say anything about it. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It just
You just have a higher
coincidence.
affinity for it.
I just have really good reaction time.
Yeah.
First of all, we have some emails from Spotify for creators that we got to talk about
Ooh.
here.
Oh, boy.
So we got an email saying action required.
Uh-oh.
Episodes of your show may be removed.
No.
It says, hi there, your show 245 podcast appears to contain copyright protected music.
Oh, you got to
Oh.
kidding me.
Please
Classic.
respond in the next 3 days, or one of your episodes may be removed from Spotify and all other listening platforms. So I'm like, okay, we have a lot of copyrighted music. Surely this is an episode that like is irrelevant. Like it's
Whoa,
fine
whoa,
if it
whoa,
disappears.
whoa.
Whoa.
I'm
None
saying,
of
like-
our episodes are
Okay,
irrelevant.
I'm sorry.
This was
Mr.
not
Producer.
executive decision.
Okay, this will make sense when I read what episode it is.
Better.
I go on like, okay, it's probably we'll see what episode it is. It's Riz Dependence Day,
Oh, my goodness.
and I'm like, we're
This-
cooked.
This can't happen.
Josh, did you do something about this? Because I saw we
because
got
I
an email
clicked
about
on it and there was like 5 hours left to respond, or they would just like remove it.
yeah.
So I
may
basically just said we have permission to use it because we are like critiquing it or something. So maybe that will just solve the problem, and maybe they'll come back and be like, no, you're not, you can't use it. And then I'll just have to re-edit the episode and like take out Peaches.
Yeah, it's Peaches by Jack Black.
Oh, my goodness.
But
Because I
Come
think it
on,
was just the outro song, right?
Yeah.
So I would literally just need to like edit out the outro and re-upload
okay,
it.
Am I dumb? I thought it was only copyright if you're making money off of it.
Wait, does that mean? Where's our paycheck?
Where is the paycheck?
No, that's
No.
not true, Joey.
No.
Okay. Never mind then.
It just means you.
It's always copyrighted.
It just means you couldn't make any. At least it. Actually, I don't know. That's like YouTube stuff. Because like, if you get like copyright strikes on a YouTube video, it means you just no longer can monetize it. So like, if it somehow just like blew up, then you couldn't like earn money from it
Yeah.
because it hasn't reached that certain like view threshold or like interaction. But
This
know
at least
about
bought us some time.
yeah,
So,
so good job, Josh, our mediator.
Josh, do you want to read our next email, or do you want it to be read to you?
I can read it.
What?
Okay, because you wanted to wait till you were on to read this email.
Well, it's addressed to me, so it makes sense for me to be on when it's read.
Yeah.
It's from Ben Ritzma. He says, Ava slander. Dear Tour 245, I'm a bit behind, so you will have to dig deep in your minds to remember what was said. But in the podcast, Josh and the Giant Peach, Josh felt like the pod with Ava was not anything special. I disagree. I thought that podcast was amazing, which is why I emailed in my thoughts. Maybe Josh is just feeling a bit discouraged that he wasn't part of one of the best podcasts. Maybe Josh is feeling bad because he hasn't been involved in a lot of the recent pods. Josh, do not take your insecurities out on the rest of your podcast mates. This is a safe space. Not my email, of course, but the podcast. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Also, don't spoil Survivor. I'm trying to watch this season. Only finished one episode so far. Cheering for the chick with autism and the firefighter. Hopefully they haven't already gone home.
So are we.
Eva and Joe.
Yeah,
You're
but no
so wholesome.
spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Then he said, all the best. No hard feelings, Josh. And I just wanted to say, I feel like I literally didn't say it was bad. I just said, like, the fact that like a bunch of separate people were like that was amazing, and no one hardly ever comments on any of the other ones, was like, I didn't see where like the huge like separation was.
He's got a point.
But maybe I'm just missing it. I don't
Joey's
know.
laughing pretty hard.
Why is Joey laughing so hard?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
I did too. I think like a lot of our episodes are fine and like funny, but we haven't gotten an email like that like the whole season.
Yeah.
You can disagree. I don't really care, but
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I just find the whole situation funny.
Yeah.
And Ben's email was hilarious.
yep.
What a serious dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ben
Very,
Ritzman is.
very serious.
Very serious email, I could tell.
Yeah.
Rejoice with
But
the
no,
super
I don't
Joes.
think I'm feeling discouraged or feeling bad because I haven't been involved. I don't think that's the case.
We've definitely missed you,
Thanks, Mitch.
No.
and we're glad you're here.
Yes, I second that. I feel like the last one you were on I missed, so I feel like it's been extra long for me.
Yeah, we haven't had a Joey Josh combo.
Yeah, that's what the people want.
Mm.
That's what they say.
People really want a
Weren't you on the
five
breakfast food tier
five-piece
list?
combo.
Oh yeah, it was. Was that the last one?
That was 2 ago.
Yeah, but I wasn't on either of the last two.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, there's some that I've missed that I need to go back and listen to.
Am I all caught up now?
I don't know.
All my trips to Rochester have really, serviced me well and catching up on my own podcast.
But now
Where
you're
am
done.
I'm halfway through Nearly Wed Part 2. So I listened to like 40 episodes the past couple months.
It's helpful when
I'm
you have
almost-
drives down to Rochester for no
Yeah.
reason.
But, not no reason.
I'm saying ones that like you get canceled on.
Oh yeah.
What?
There was one shift like a few weeks ago where I was like in Rochester and it's like 8:30 p.m. and I'm like kind of winding down to go to bed, and then my nurse calls me and is like, "Hey, I'm not feeling well, and I've already called in sick for work tomorrow, so I can't preceptor you on that shift, and I have to be with her on those shifts. I can't just be with somebody else. I guess I don't know, policy probably, but yeah, so." I was already in Rochester and already like all set up and ready to go to bed, and I didn't even need to be there, so I just drove back.
Mm.
So that was an extra.
How far of a drive is it?
2
2
trips.
hours or less?
No, it's an hour 35.
Okay.
So
Not horrible.
yeah,
But it's still 3 round trip. So if you do
Still
it back
3
to back,
hours
that's
of
a lot.
driving.
yeah. So not ideal, but it is what it is. I'm glad it happened, but I'm also very glad it's over. I get to have a little more time in my weeks since it's done. If you didn't gather that, it's done.
Smile because it's happened, not
Yeah.
because it's over. Is that the phrase?
What?
Uh,
I've never heard that.
Sounds
I know
right,
what you're
but
talking
I've
about.
also
I don't know
never
if
heard it.
I don't know if it's smile.
I feel like smile is wrong. Smile. I'm looking it up. Smile because it happened. Oh,
Isn't it cry?
don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Oh, that is bad.
By Dr. Seuss.
Like
That seems
Dr.
like
Seuss.
something on like a decorative pillow,
Probably is.
like "Leave by 9."
What?
Please leave by 9. You know all that
What?
that meme.
No.
What? None of you have heard of this. Josh, tell me you've heard of this.
Nope.
What? Oh my goodness! This is like a classic like mom Facebook meme where they talk about like having these like parties at night or whatever, like a Super Bowl party or something. I don't know. And then like on all the pillows and all like the pictures on the walls and stuff, it's just like please leave by 9. So they can they put that phrase everywhere so they know their guests see it and they have to leave by 9. Okay, this is not hitting.
That's good, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks guys.
I feel like
I don't
that's
know.
really cringe.
Yeah. No, it's
So
it's
that's
not-
why the internet loves it.
Yes. This is like boomer memes.
Mm.
Love
I don't know,
those.
adult memes.
Like, is this something that actually happens or?
Like, yeah, some people do this, but it's more of like people joke about actually, like they're hosting a party and they're like, oh, maybe I should get those decorative pillows so all my people know to leave by 9. So I don't have to deal with any people too late because I got to go to bed
Mm,
or something like that. I don't know.
it's funny.
They're being responsible. They're responsible.
They're responsible.
They drink but wait to drive.
Because they're responsible.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Again, I'm just the meme culture guy, I guess.
You are.
That one clearly didn't hit.
Even when they're not funny memes.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta, not everyone can hit.
Anything else, Joey, you want to talk about? Or should we talk about our weeks?
We can talk about our weeks. Unless you want me to nerd out on golf, Wii Golf. But I
Yeah,
don't
go
think you
ahead.
want me
I'd love to hear more.
No, I think we should do that as a podcast though. I was telling the boys on the way over. It's like a trend that I think like college people do it. And they're just like they call it nerd night. And everyone brings like a PowerPoint and they just get to nerd out about whatever they're into for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a fire podcast where each of us picks like a very specific niche thing that we're passionate about. And then like we rant about it for 10 minutes and everyone has to just sit there and listen.
Yeah.
No judgment.
No judgment.
We listen and we don't judge.
Not like that.
No judgment, but there's actually judgment.
Have you seen that?
Yes, it's hilarious.
We listen and we don't judge.
Oh, is there not a trash can over there? You don't have to leave the room.
I use your toothbrush to scrub my foot. We listen and we don't judge. It's true. I won't tell you who's. Just kidding. Mitch is trying to throw his can to the trash can.
It was my can.
There's
actually.
multiple trash cans and he missed all of them.
Kobe. I'm sorry.
He said Kobe, but he missed. Who wants to start talking about their weeks?
I want to hear how Josh's week was.
Last week, I feel like nothing exciting has happened. Last week was really busy with homework and mostly that.
Ooh.
Oh, I guess my parents came this weekend, so I can talk about that. My parents came because they're on spring break now. So they came to visit for the weekend. And Saturday, I went and just had dinner with them. And then on Saturday night, went skating because the ice is coming out. This weekend, there's an art show for one of my friends. You can see I'm grasping at straws because it's literally just I do homework all week and then I rest on the weekends. But intramurals are starting. I'm on a pickleball team with Justin, so that'll be
Yo.
fun.
Let's go.
You guys dominating?
Dynamic duo.
Well, we haven't played yet, so I don't know.
Oh, so that means
They
yes.
already are, though.
Yeah.
There's a crazy
Competition is
amount
scared.
of pickleball teams. I should look it up. It's got to be like over 100.
What's your team
Oh
name?
my word.
Wait, what? Hold on. Triple digits?
Maybe not. I just scrolled through and it looked like a ton. Our team name is the Cruise Missiles.
That's fire.
There you
That's
go.
good.
Tom Cruise missiles.
Okay, someone else has got to go because this is going to take me forever to count.
Mitch, our the pickleball IMs opened like an hour ago, so we got to sign up.
Oh yeah. We gotta we have to draft our team for the next season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
sponsor a team. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. The managers sign the
Yeah.
people up.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta sign some deals. Get
Yep.
some
So we'll kind of
Some NIL
scout.
deals.
We'll scout a little bit, see who the two best players are,
yeah.
and then make it happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can bring back another championship.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
Wait, did your team win the championship last
Yeah,
year?
we won
Last spring
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
against
They
Carson
beat
and Jackson.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They
Wow.
were
They are so talented.
They were very upset
yeah.
when they lost because
Yeah,
me and Mitch were there watching,
Yeah.
supporting the 245 team.
Yeah, and we were kind of getting in their heads,
yeah,
like from the sidelines.
from the sidelines.
Obviously.
And on that
Um,
same night, we went and played volleyball, right?
Yeah, that was.
And then we lost.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was tough. Couldn't go 2 for 2,
No.
but I think we won the next squad. Or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, that's besides the point. We need to find some new people
Yes.
because those guys graduated.
They're gone.
So
Yep.
yeah, they can't. They don't have a COVID year, so they can't just come back.
No.
They don't have the eligibility anymore.
And Wooster Party 2.0.
Yes.
Big news coming, reuniting one last time. I mean, and the second time, but
Yeah.
it's also the one last time.
Yeah. This is our last quad.
Last quad volleyball.
There's some
Oh,
there's some huge
dirt.
stakes here.
Do you have volleyball every quad?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Have
This is
you
the most
have you
popular.
guys played a team, like had a team every single one?
Every one they've had, there's been like 2 or 3 quads out of all of our time here that they haven't had it.
Yeah.
But we've played every quad that we've had it. So it's over 10. Because there's what?
Because we were 11.0 before
There's 16 quads in our college career. And we played
Good math.
we probably played 12.
Were we Block Party 12.0?
We were 10.0, but the first couple times we didn't do the number thing.
Oh.
So we played like 12 and then 2 with
Wooster Party.
So I think there was maybe like
2
2 quads they didn't do it.
Yeah. Those are always disappointing quads because
Yeah.
I love volleyball. But they're doing like outside volleyball this time, I think.
I
That's
hate
what they
when do
said.
that.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like sand volleyball?
I hate sand volleyball.
It's
Oh
not
my.
near as good.
What? I'm surrounded by haters.
It's not near as exciting.
What?
No.
Yeah, because you can't cut as fast, you can't jump as high. There's not as many blocks.
Oh
like
my.
it's more just like hit it over the net. Oh,
Sand hurts your feet.
they hit
What?
it back over the net.
It's supposed to cushion.
Is it gonna be sand every time?
No.
Sure hope not.
I mean,
Sometimes they just do.
probably if it starts this week, they probably won't because it's like colder.
Freezing.
But I mean, I don't know. I like sand because you can like dive and dig a lot easier, and it's not like as punishing on your body.
Yeah.
You boomer.
Sorry, I'm 22.
It's punishing on my body.
Guys, starting to wear at me.
Oh, my back, my knees.
Yeah.
Also, I overestimated there were 80 teams.
Okay,
still
but
a
that's,
lot.
That's
That's-
still ridiculous. Northwestern would love to see that kind of interaction.
Well, we have stuff to do around here, so we don't need to do pickleball.
And there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Like what stuff, Joey?
Oh,
We have a Chick-fil-A and a Canes.
I'd so much rather go out to eat and
Stud.
spend my money than play pickleball. Wow.
Do you remember this conversation that we had once?
We've had this
It was
conversation.
between you two.
Yeah, we've had it like 5 times.
You were like,
Mr. Teen grilled me for no reason.
you're like, how many times do you go to Chick-fil-A? How many times do you go bowling?
yeah, I
Did
was
you
like,
say that after
bro,
we took him to Chick-fil-A?
He had a point. I just gotta say.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's just close. Like I'm not gonna waste gas to go super far. Like I don't know. Anyways.
sorry, Josh. Back to your week.
Yeah. Or is
There was nothing
Or is
else to
that
say.
Oh.
So
Popcorn someone.
I was okay. Yeah.
Wasn't someone else in the middle?
No.
Oh, you guys were just talking.
We
Well,
were just delaying while you counted your teams.
Yeah.
oh, I had counted them for like 10 minutes. You guys were just talking, so I
Yeah.
was letting you go. Mitch, you can go.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Josh. So my past week has been it's been pretty good. So let's see. I think I got back. Are we talking about like since spring break like ended? Is that our
I mean,
starting
yeah.
point?
We recorded last Monday, so it's been a 1 week.
Okay. So like I came back from Orlando on Saturday and then came home for a little bit, unpacked my Orlando stuff, packed my Rochester stuff, drove to Rochester. Then I had a shift Sunday morning. So instant switch. I feel like I've already talked about this. And then came back and then I had a couple days and then I went back down to Rochester Tuesday night, and then I had my last shift on Wednesday. So I gave my nurse and my aunt gifts, like thank you gifts for their hospitality and for my nurse teaching me and guiding me in a lot of nursing activities. So that was very very awesome. I'm very thankful for her contributions to my skills.
To society.
Yes. And then I drove back. There was actually kind of a blizzard in Rochester, but it was only like in the southern Minnesota part. So I drove like 15 minutes through a blizzard, which is flying by people because people see snow and they go like 15 miles under the speed limit. People don't see snow, they go 15 miles over the speed limit. I go the speed limit either way, and so when it's snowing, I fly by people. So like it's fun. So like when it's snowing,
He's
blizzarding,
constant.
like that's my fun time because I feel like I actually like can own the fast lane. You know,
That's my fun time.
It's when you're not getting flown by everyone.
yeah, it's all relative.
Mm.
So, but that one only lasted for 15 minutes, and then I started getting passed again.
So you're saying you let other people affect how much fun you're having on the road? Because you stay constant?
It's all relative.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all about perspective. So then the drive back was normal. As I mentioned earlier, I've been catching up a podcast, so I'm almost caught up to the current podcast. I don't know when I'm going to do it now. Probably not. Probably just going to fall behind again. If I'm completely honest.
You never catch up if you don't fall behind. Put that in a pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta let that bit die.
Yeah.
Last time.
So then, came back Wednesday, just in time for March Madness on Thursday.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
This
is
our...
will talk about that.
Yeah. This was like our first, our first boys' night, or boys' day, kind of. People were in and out. Joey and I were just kind of there the whole time.
We were locked.
Yeah, we were locked in.
We were constant.
So, I would stream the games and flip between channels after every game. And, it was a lot of fun watching March Madness. The games weren't as good as I was hoping they would be. They were all kind of blowouts mostly. There were a few games that were good, like the Kansas-Arkansas game was good. The end of the Clemson-McNeese game was crazy.
Yep.
And then I forget on the end. But, yeah, they were all just, probably average margin of victory. It was probably, 15 points or something between all the games. But then the second day on Friday was, I think, a little better. So, yeah, lots of fun there. And I had a leadership summit on Friday. That was on Friday morning from 8 to 12 or something. So we dressed up in business casual to sit in a room and watch videos from the Global Leadership Summit. So that was really engaging and fun. But we got pizza, and Micah had the rest of my slices that I brought.
Yep, all 5.
Yeah, thanks to
deleted
Mary Shock. Thank you. I also deleted the rest of that 2-liter of Coke. You're welcome. So
deleted.
Surprise, surprise. What else happened? Not a lot. So yeah, that was kind of my week. It's just been a lot of March Madness and Wii Golf. Hit that -20 on -20 mark. And I was about half a foot from from an albatross. Still, that's my 2 goals left right now is getting an albatross in Wii Sports Resort and 21 under. So,
how many rounds have you guys played in the last week?
I would say I've probably played 12, 14.
So you're averaging 2 a day.
Yeah, kind of. Sometimes some sessions I do 4 or 5. Others I do 2. So it just kind of depends on how hot I feel,
And how many people are playing. Because if you're playing by yourself, you can fly through that.
Yeah.
But if you're playing with even one other person, it's so much.
It takes 1 hour for 18 holes.
Yeah. So I don't know. And I play at kind of a crazy speed. So I just like to just rip shots. I don't think about it too much.
I think it doubles the time when you add up one person. Because by yourself it takes about a half an hour. It takes an hour for 2 people. It takes 2 hours for 3 people. Fun fact.
Okay.
It might just be an hour and a half with 3 people. So it's 30,
well, because the other day we played with 3.
Oh.
And it took 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took a while.
Yeah, that took a while. You know what else is fun? Joey and I had this crazy idea. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. So you were totally joking when you said this. It's what if we just we could play Wii Golf and
I was
watch?
not joking.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, okay.
No,
well,
I wasn't. I wanted to.
Wii Golf and what?
So we play Wii Golf and watch March Madness at the same time. And so I got my second monitor from the basement, which I haven't been using all year. Brought it upstairs, put it on a chair, plugged it in. We got the Wii U back on the TV. And so we hooked it up. My laptop to the monitor, and then the Wii U to the TV, and we were just playing Wii Sports Resort Golf
and
watching
the game
March
connected to Joey's huge speaker.
Yes. And then I connected my laptop by Bluetooth. The Nordic Viking king. I'm just remembering that.
Oh, wow, that's a deep pull. That's crazy.
So yeah, I did that, and so we had a completely over-engineered setup to do
so
golf and
fire.
March Madness at the same time. That was peak male activity right there. And you put that on your Be Real, and people had some good comments.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was proud of that. But yeah, that's kind of been my week. So it's been a lot more relaxed, and I'm glad. Popcorn, Clark.
This week has been super chill. Like honestly, not much has happened. I guess that's just the theme this week.
Yeah.
One exciting note: it was free cone day at DQ
Oh, that's true. Oh,
on Thursday.
yeah. And what else did we do? Hold on, he's dying. Our producer is dying. I should help him.
Sorry, I just getting really emotional about the free cones. Sorry.
Come on,
Oh
man.
my goodness, have some decency.
Sorry, I was sick on Saturday, a little bit yesterday, so my voice is still recovering, my throat,
And today,
so yeah.
he's crying.
What is going
So
on?
me and Mitch went to DQ, and
He's struggling.
I don't have any water, so I'm just full setting this. Gotta swallow some spit. Gotta hydrate the vocal cords.
Stop it. Just stop.
You're digging yourself into
Just
a deeper
stop.
hole here. Just stop digging. It's time to fill in that hole.
Okay, me and Mitch went to DQ, and we got and Evan,
Yep.
and we got ice cream. Later,
We're at the same part of the story that he started with.
later,
One bit.
me and Mitch went to Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
What?
I thought you were still going.
No. Me and Mitch went to Chick-fil-A
Yes.
because it was Timberwolves app. You get free chicken sandwich.
Yeah, the Pelicans missed 2 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Redeem now. You have 30 minutes to claim your free sandwich. And you know what it means when you have 30 minutes to claim your free sandwich? You go to two Chick-fil-A's.
You go to 2 Chick-fil-A's. You speed run between Arden Hills and Roseville.
And we did it.
Roseville. Yes.
Did you even eat your second sandwich?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Like
It was
right after?
No.
Okay. Because I thought you were struggling on that first one to
Yeah.
finish it.
No, I
What?
was. Well, I had a shake, and my esophagus and my stomach doesn't appreciate that too much. It's like tolerable, so it's fine. But like it makes me feel a little more full than I actually am. So like I finished that first sandwich, and then like I wasn't really feeling up for another one. So I just waited a little bit and then put it in the microwave and then ate it later. The
There you
second
go.
one. Sorry, keep going.
He also took off his pickles. So
Yeah. Well, only the first one. I asked for no pickles in the second one because then they have to do a new patty,
yeah, Mitch is hacking the system.
and then it's more fresh.
Yeah, that's true. No, he right.
It's like at McDonald's, you ask for
No salt in the
salt?
fries. Yeah. Why did I say it like that?
no salt, no salt in the fries.
No salt in the fries.
Been watching too much David on Deal or No Deal Island. I'm just David.
Just David, do it for my family.
You went from Australian to Scottish.
Oh, mom and dad, me and Pav,
Me and poverty.
and David. No, frick. Dixon.
Dixon.
Our son.
Dixon, our son. We got no salt on the fries. Season finale tomorrow.
Yeah.
Excited.
I'm hype.
I mean, that was kind of the most exciting part of my week. not even gonna lie.
We hacked the system.
It's
We
kind
could
of all
have
that
hacked
happened.
the DQ system, but then the line was literally out to the road.
Yeah. Later that day it was long.
It's not good.
But we, school, the usual. Not really anything happened. Not gonna lie. Sunday went to a church that was being planted to film a little video for them because they wanted that.
Did you water it?
Took me a second.
Jeez, we gotta be done, boys. We gotta wrap this up quick.
No. This is. I'm on my peak right now. I'm on my prime.
All right,
Let's
I'm
keep
done.
going.
Popcorn Joey.
Okay. The last week, let's see. Ava was gone. When did we record?
Ava's gone.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ava was gone all week. So there were some opportunities that came up that I just said yes to because I had more time. So I did a few things that were different. Unlike these guys, I just did nothing. We did Chick-fil-A.
Well, sorry, I don't have a fiance that takes up half my day.
That's true. That is true. So Tuesday, I actually shadowed. You guys have probably heard of FCA.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few friends that work for them, and then I'm getting in connection with a guy from FCA. Gavin Bowser. He actually graduated from Northwestern and is friends with Evan.
What's FCA?
It's,
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Yeah, so they do it in like high schools, and it's basically like a Bible study before the school day starts. So that's kind of cool. So I shadowed one of those on Tuesday, which was kind of cool. It was at North St. Paul. So shadowed that for a little bit. Then I ran some errands, and then I actually had a call with somebody that does ministry in, I believe, prisons or jails, or maybe both. I don't know.
Ooh.
And I'm actually going to do this like volunteer thing where you actually go into prisons and you actually show an Eagle Brook message. That's basically all you do.
Oh.
And then you just hang out and like answer any questions that might come up. So I'm actually really excited about that. My grandpa does a prison ministry. It's something I've wanted to do. So this is kind of a nice stepping stone. So I'm going to do that. And then it was weird because like Tuesdays I work from home, but then there's a group that meets at church that someone has to be there. So like staff in the building. So I actually worked later. I didn't go until work till 1. And then I stayed there and like hung out while that group was meeting. So that was kind of cool. And then Wednesday was with students. And then Thursday was March Madness. And actually Gavin from FCA invited me to go to this Youth Pastor Connect meeting. So I went to that. And that was kind of cool to just meet other pastors in the area. We had like a time of prayer. But then because it's all a bunch of youth pastors, one of them was like, hey, I want to do this event with airsoft guns at my church, but I need to test out some stuff. So like we went out in the yard and just started shooting each other with airsoft guns. So that was kind of cool. But then I missed part of the first March Madness game, so I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, like that's priorities, bro.
Should have been an instant no, but
this is where our tithe money is going.
Airsoft bullets.
Airsoft.
No, that's a different church. Eagle Brook.
Was the test conclusive?
Yeah, they just had to test out some stuff. They wanted to do like a Western draw or standoff where they like
that's so based.
They count down and they have a timer and then you got to pull the gun and try to shoot. So they were trying to figure out like, is that going to be too painful? Like, and then they were like, what if you put like a sheet pan over your like torso?
Ooh.
So then it'd make a noise because they have to. How do you figure out who was hit first? Yeah, you need like a noise or something. So it was kind of funny to watch them.
Yeah.
But then I literally watched March Madness all day, the rest of the day.
Like literally.
Guess what I did on Friday?
March
Madness all day.
All day.
Literally.
But then I went we had a night of worship at Maplewood. So I went to that. I was checking scores during it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's when the good games were.
Yeah.
There was like 3 games back to back that were kind of close.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's when I was at night of worship. But it was great. It was good. Saturday just was work. And then Ava got back. So that was sweet to have her back. And then Sunday.
I came back that night at like, Mitch was playing Wii Golf.
Yeah.
I came back, I think it was like 9:45 or 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, it's just Mitch home. Ava must be back.
Yep. So, yeah, hung out with Ava on Saturday. Sunday, hung out with Ava all day. So that was nice. And today, what did I do? I went to work and I did this podcast.
Yes, sir.
And hung out with Ava. And watched Survivor. So
no spoilers.
Well, okay, my headphones, sorry. My headphones just like randomly cut out.
I was really confused. But I'm caught up on Survivor. I will not say anything. But these last few episodes have been good. I'll say that.
I love this cast.
Yeah, it's
great
fire.
cast.
It's fire.
Especially the chick with autism and the firefighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that everybody's weeks? Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
We wrap this one up like we're gonna wrap up a negative 21 under in Wii Golf.
Yes, sir.
Were we not going to wait for Evan? Is that the decision?
Well, I mean, where is he? Let's
check.
Can I call him?
You guys, if you're going to
call
stop, you should tell him. But
yes, that is smart.
He's still at home. Oh, wait. No, he's fastly approaching. You're right.
Oh.
Well, I don't think we gotta wait for him because He'd be here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We'd leave.
Just text him saying we're ending.
Well, are you calling him?
Yes.
Yo,
Hey. Are you on the way to the podcast or just home?
I was gonna go to the podcast. Yeah.
Uh,
Done.
Well, yeah, we just finished our weeks and we don't really have anything else to talk about, so we're just gonna kind of wrap this up. Goodness, can't talk.
Okay, sounds good. I'll just head home then.
Okay, sounds good. Love you.
Tell him to fire up the Wii.
Love you.
Oh yeah. Could you fire up the Wii for us?
I'll try. I don't know if I know how to do that.
It's the power button.
All right.
You're an engineer. You can figure it out. You're smart and handsome and very
Okay.
good looking.
Wow. Call him a 10.
Get a room.
Call him a 10.
All right. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
All right. Bye. Love you.
Bye. All right.
Thanks, Evan.
Dad.
Evan doesn't participate in your Wii Golf.
I mean, he could.
He does.
He has.
A
We
little
could, we
bit.
could have a 4-way going here.
That would take.
That would
Wait,
take
let me think about my calculation.
2 hours. Here, I'll help you
4
out.
hours.
4 hours.
Wait, you think it doubles
Because if
every
it's
Because
30
it's
time?
minutes, then
exponential.
an hour, then 2, then
Yep.
4.
Yeah.
Exponential.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fibonacci. No, that's not fair.
Fibonacci. No.
Sorry. No, it's
not
1,
that.
2, 3, 5, 8, 13.
Wait, I thought Fibonacci was just prime number. No, you add it's the previous
Yeah,
one.
it's previous.
So it's
Previous
1,
2.
2,
3, 5,
Okay, got it.
8, 13.
I just
21.
remember that's like the spiral. Somehow it has
It's
something
The
to do
golden
with
it's,
ratio
uh,
thing that you slap on any
Yes.
picture.
Yeah. Yes.
Honestly, that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
enough-
sunflowers, and they just slap that diagram.
Yep.
And you're like, that doesn't line
like,
up
huh?
at all.
we should post on the 245 Instagram just a picture of each of our faces and just
Fibonacci sequence over
The
it.
golden ratio on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, look at how perfect and symmetrical and beautiful we are.
I would agree, Josh.
especially Evan.
Yeah.
Just mostly Evan, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of pulls up the average quite
Yeah.
a bit.
Well, enough about the
He's an outlier.
mariachi, the mariachi band or mariachi sequence.
The Da Vinci Code.
That is not what it's called.
Enough about the disulfide bridge. Let's wrap this thing up.
It's Jason Bourne.
Okay.
Josh,
Thanks.
take us home.
Thanks for listening, you guys. We should have planned when you're gonna have Willem and Gideon on, but
Mm.
because
we
that
can do
will
the next episode.
that will shake up the routine
Mm.
of the podcast. But we'll figure it out in our next board
Yeah.
meeting.
Yep.
Anyways, thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you all have a good day.
Catching the flippity flip.
See you in the next row.
Peace out, gangsters.